It's estimated that nearly 21% of Canadians have at least one tattoo. That number has changed over time, and while it continues to, so will the industry. Lucas Ford with Classic Tattoo explains the ongoing transformation, starting with gear.
Absolutely. I think with anything, when you get extra interest in something sort of popularizes a little bit, you're always going to have growth in the technical side of stuff as far as equipment goes, for sure. And I mean, that's something that's always kind of gone on with tattooing. It's always, people have always bettered themselves as tattooers as far as what they're, the gear they're using, the pigments that they're being used. On the other side of the coin, you also see with governing bodies a change in how they're policing and the requirements that they have on manufacturers for those sorts of things. So.
The growth in numbers throughout the country could also mean an increase on acceptability, and Lucas believes that may have something to do with the young men and women in the workplace.
A lot more open minds nowadays, and that acceptability goes along with all sorts of things, even outside of tattooing. But I think it's just bridged over into that, and you have a lot of younger people in, more responsible roles in the workplace nowadays, and they have a different set view of what is acceptable for them.
But with demand continuing to grow, more and more artists are setting up shop, so he warns that those looking to get inked do their research first.
Through popularity of tattooing these days, it's a very kind of unique phenomenon in tattooing. This, I guess, time we live in is how popular it is, and it's brought out all aspects into the mainstream. There's all levels of good, bad, and mediocre. So get out there and find what you're looking for.
Along with the changes in equipment popularity and acceptability, the experts themselves continue to develop.
I mean, any artist or any artisan or anything where you're being creative, I think that's always something that pushes you along, is that curiosity and that kind of thirst for more knowledge of what you're doing, anybody should try to better themselves in anything they're doing. If you're not, you're standing still and wasting time, really.
For Go Central, I'm Kyle Polanski.